Hi, welcome back everybody. I'm Ventry. We're playing some more Against the Storm with my Queen's Hand run as I try to knock out a win here finally. I think I'm going to be running into problems where there aren't enough events in this direction. I think this is going to be the second one in a row, or the second one in this run where I have no event on the way. I mean, no chance of getting machinery or artifacts. Let's find out what this event is. Alright, I can have 2 extra villagers, but I lose 20 coal. I don't like that. If you lose 20 coal, then you can't do a burn event. Burn events are very common. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Pay 35 stockpiles. I do have that to spare. Gain 30 grain and okay, yeah, that's for the whole cycle. Pay 35 stockpiles, and your starting caravans will gain due for the duration of the cycle. 30 grain, 15 provision packs. Done deal. I love the extra provisions packs, and I had plenty of food there. So I need to just get down into, yeah, it's gonna have to be right here. I need to turn up the prestige. Alright, I have bonus parts now, so prestige 6 should be fine. Alright, let's check here how far up I think I can go. 6 buildings cost more, higher food, more luxuries, slower events. Right, prestige 10 is obviously one of the biggest ones. And prestige 12. And then 13. Yeah, I think the most impactful ones are 10 and 12. The goods costing more is a massive change to the game. And fewer blueprints is obviously a problem. I've unlocked 1 bonus blueprint. But that's a -2 penalty. I'm only going to have 1 blueprint to choose from. That's not going to work, I don't think. So we're going with 11. Seven seal fragments. Alright, it's a marshland. We're going to want lizards. But this starts with parts. This has a lot more food. I think lizards and foxes are the better choice here. Let's give this a go. Alright, one of my least favorite forest mysteries. Well, no, I guess yeah, it's fairly bad. If I've got 2 complex foods, it will help me win slightly faster. It's just not very good. Flooded roads. We've been over this one in the past. If you remember to make your trade in the first few seconds of the storm, this has no impact. Just need housing. Rotten rain is definitely a problem. Just try to avoid hitting hostility 4. Or you have to play timer games. And every 90 seconds try to drop below hostility 4. Like if you're at hostility 4, but you can get down to 3 briefly, then at like 85 seconds, you just get down to hostility 3. Wait until you get past the 90-second mark, and then you can go back up to hostility 4. And that will work. You will get, no, unless things have changed. I haven't tried this in a while, but that used to work, and you would not get blood flowers. And then Eerie Song is obviously one of the worst ones. Have your services or people will die, and there's no way around it. So don't get to hostility 5. Alright, little stone, little meat. Oh, I'm at 4 blueprints. I thought I was at 3 for some reason. Okay, so I can do minus blueprints now. Alright, well, this is obviously going to be the lumber mill. This is the marshland. There's usually very little fertile soil to choose from. Picking a fertile soil building is very foolish. Tea house is okay. It would be better if I also had harpies or humans, but it's not even close to comparing to the lumber mill. So, and yeah, carpenter, I like it better than the lumber mill, but since I already have the lumber mill, its value went way down, and the furnace is one of the best buildings in the game. Tavern would also be excellent, but it's not going to get picked over a furnace. And this is more than likely going to be the butcher here. Since I had to pass up the carpenter, I would really like to take the smithy to be able to make tools. Trade goods would also be nice. Smithy is a perfectly viable option here. Fox houses, I wouldn't mind having it, but I can't justify taking that here. Distillery, it's not a bad building. Porridge and barrels would be useful. But with both lizards and foxes liking skewers, lizards liking jerky, oil is frequently useful for trade goods or alternate fuels. It's got to be the butcher. So that's 2 tool buildings I've passed on already. Hopefully the smithy will show up again. Alright. Only got 3 spots here. So I will not add another road in. Put the paths on -1. Might as well be a lizard in the hearth. And we're off. Oh, No, we're not. Turn off the complex foods for now. Surprised the lizards only took a -1 for that. I thought that was going to be worse. Alright. This is a fairly easy clay delivery line, I think. Even though I've got some stone in the starting glade. 10 amber would be okay, but an early clay delivery line, I can sell that clay eventually for more than 10 amber if I want. Plus, more importantly, it gives me a way to make pottery. Which you're not going to find any clay in the marshlands, so if I end up needing to make pottery, this will be the only way I can do it. I was thinking about trying to get big shelters up instead of small shelters, but we don't have the starting resources unlocked. So back to regular shelters. Because I have those starting 15 provisions packs from that event, I can go straight to the trading post. I don't need the makeshift post immediately for provisions packs. Oh, I forgot about the trade penalty. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything. It wasn't up. I didn't get the trading post up fast enough. I should have done that earlier so I could try and get some trades done here. Three villagers will be an 18 penalty, which will put me at 96. That's fine. Get a harpy in the hearth. I am one house short now. I thought I was only going to be getting 2 villagers. Oops. I turned the pies off in the wrong spot, and the harpies were eating them. Alright, let's check the timed orders here. These are both reasonable. I do have a furnace to make copper bars in, but I have to find a copper mine. Copper is not that common in the marsh. It is here, but I don't always find it. And if I get +1 copper, that's probably... okay, it's not as good as +2 bars. +1 copper is a 20% increase as opposed to a 100% increase. I think I would like to go with the left side, but because I'm not confident that I'll find the copper, I'm going to take the safer pick here. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get 10 amber, not with the penalty. I don't have much to sell. I can't get the trade routes done. I would prefer to do this, but I would need to sell 16 amber worth of goods with the penalty. I think that would cost me too much. But no. +1 packs and the artisan is so good. On the other hand, I don't have a lot of parts. And I do still need, you're going to need 5. Might want 1 more of these. That's 10. A blight post, 13. Yeah, I need the parts. I need the parts. We're taking the camps. And same applies here. I need the parts. I'm also a little light on people. And I've got a clay trading line come in, so this is not quite as good. Plus, I'm on record saying how much I hate this. So often I pick this and then I never find something to rebuild or salvage. It's usually fine until you pick it and then you never find anything, because that's just how life goes. So there we go. We're taking more parts. I've only got 20 coal I might need for an event. I'm not sure I want to use that yet. I want to check the event first. Probably be taking Calming the Forest here. Yeah, +2 fabric would be nice, but 33 amber is a dream even if I turn down the cornerstone. I'm not getting there. If I was going to take Rich Glades, now is the time to do it. I'm generally not the biggest fan of the Rich Glades. On the other hand, I don't have any of the large camps. I'm in the marshlands. I'm going to start having food problems. I might be dependent on cutting into small glades and accessing whatever little bit of food I can find. I think I'm going to take Rich Glades. This might be a first. But because I've got none of the big camps, I think I have to. When I'm playing with everything unlocked on a normal Prestige 20 game, I would always bring a trapper camp in with me to the marshlands. Don't want to look at the year 2 ones until I've opened the glade. And of course now they're full. Of course they are. Fertile soil, how unusual, but at least it came with a plantation. That will help the food problem quite a bit. That will get us berries. That's definitely a rebuild. There's an artisan to make up for the one that I didn't take in the timed orders. So that'll get us coats and barrels and luxury goods. Just kind of a nice all-around building. We did actually get a couple of small meats in here, so that's nice. Oh, we got 4 small meats. Nice. Well, and we did find copper. A little bit of coal. A butcher I already have, so that's going to be a salvage. Which will get us another nice little boost of food. I do have the coats. I don't have a lot of fuel for making purging fire, though. So that would cost me 60 wood or 18 coal. Whereas this side, I just get all these resources for no penalty. I think I've got to go with the cut down here. Not feeling confident enough in my fuel supply. I would rather do this. But with only 2 coal nodes there, I just don't trust the fuel supply to last. Not sure I should be selling my food there, but she does not have bricks, so I can't get a head start on the camps thing. I'll get 2 planks done in the... since I can't build the lumber mill yet without another fabric. I'll get 2 planks done so that I can rebuild the plantation. I do have 20% leather there. I just need a little luck. Hurry up, lizards. Bring me a little more leather. I'll move them up here and grab out of the... No, that's also 20% leather. 20%. Okay, I need a large node if I want more than 20% leather.
quality.
Yeah, I need parts. I'm probably not selling that. That's a pretty nice rate for the pies. I will take 10 amber and get them to level 1. I forgot to turn off the biscuits for the harpies as well. Only got one pie. At this point, I don't have enough left after I've sold the pies in the trade route. I'm just going to turn everything on so I'm not taking any penalties. Except for the coats, I will leave that off for the moment if I can get away with it. Alright, I've got 5 leather in the workstation and 1 more in the warehouse, so I can get that fabric done now. But I still need the wood coming in. Now I need to get the blight post up next. Check the trade routes, but there's nothing available. Once the shelter's up, the lizards should be fine. Alright. This building only does fabric now. Unfortunately, I need 8 planks to make the fat furnace. But I don't think I have time or wood to get that done before I need the blight post up. And that's going to require 5 bricks, so I am going to have to make some more bricks here. Alright, had to turn on the coats to keep the harpies happy. Never remembered to look at this. I'll open that glade now before I look at them. I don't have a trade goods building. I'll wait and see what my orders are. I might want hidden reward. Another withered tree. It's gonna have to be another cut down, because I definitely don't have fuel and purging fire to spare this year. At least that will get me 25 crystal dew, which I can use to make fox houses if I ever get fox houses available. Found tons of stone, not very useful. Stamping mill, so now I can make pottery with that clay that's coming in. Or flour. Flour not the most useful thing in the marshlands. And a little bit of small food. I guess all that stone will be useful for breaking open these caches at least. Burning 12 blight cysts. We're gonna get 10 in the storm here. Discover 3 dangerous in 9 minutes is not going to happen. Discover 2 in 150, and that will happen. Rebuild 3 ruins. Unfortunately, it's not going to count them retroactively, or I would be able to do that. Get the lizards to 24. We should be able to have skewers and jerky. In theory. Right. In theory, I can do that, and the +1 meat would be nice. There's no way I'm going to take something that requires me to find 30 farm fields in the marsh. So I guess I'm going to have to come up with 20 building packs at some point.
Hello.
Man, that Prestige 10 penalty is much worse when you don't have the other tree things unlocked that reduce trader prices. 58 amber for a ranch. Wow.
Volleyball. Papa.
Gonna see if I can knock out that lizard resolve and get the +1 meat coming in right now.
Double.
Alright, I'm going to set it so only the lizards can eat those. Because I can't afford to buy enough for everybody. How long do I have to keep them happy for? They have to be happy for 2 minutes. It might take 2 minutes to kick in because you have to wait for them to take their breaks. So depending on when they've taken their breaks. So yeah, I might need to make it through 2 breaks. Am I taking a food eating penalty? I believe I am. Yeah, villagers can eat twice as much during the break. So in theory, I need to make it through 2 breaks of both skewers and jerky for them, which would be 12 of each. 18 of each should get me through. If I'm unlucky, it could go as high as 24 of each. Alright, I'm gonna hope I did the math right here. Make sure I save 6 clay just in case I need it for those 2 more bricks that I need for the blight post. Looks like I might have to give up another part here. Six packs is the equivalent of 18 meat. Alright, I think this is how I'm gonna do it. Favor the lizards. And if I haven't done the math wrong, that should get me that lizard villagers knocked out. Quite kicked into full value yet, and need one more lizard at least to take a break. There we go, 24. I forgot that I was going to have two. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Oh, this is going to be a real problem. I forgot that I was going to have 2 glades. I am going to get cysts. Oh, this is going to cost me this game. I didn't even look at it because I knocked out the first one without having to worry about it. This is going to be the end of this game. And I needed Farlough. If this was Farlough, God, do I call her and then call again and hope it's Farlough? I need more Purging Fire. Farlough sometimes sells it. I need fuel. I need something. You're going to be bringing 60 wood eventually. That'll help a little bit. We'll have some coal coming in once this is done, so I'll have some fuel. I don't see what else I can do here. I'll take hidden reward there. The tablets will eventually sell for more than the 10 amber. Lizard Resolve is done. Not especially impressed by any of these. I think I'll probably take the rain mill since I do need a lot of building packs. Don't think I'm gonna have spare parts to be throwing at the rain collector. And yeah, even if I manage to get enough of these built, I don't know that I can clear 16 assists. And I don't think we're going to have 16 assists done in time anyway. Stop denying things to anyone, so I'm not taking any minus penalties. Yeah, I think that failure to observe that is going to cost me this Queen's Hand run. I'll need to stop favoring the... Yeah, that just went to 18. We're dead. Oh, no, 16. Okay. Still probably dead, but... Yeah, that's by, like, 5 seconds. If I had had that second fox working in there from the beginning, if I had noticed that, this would have only been 14. And 14 I might have been able to handle. 16 I think is going to be too many. I want to get a big shelter up quick. Yeah, we only made it to 10. We're dead. Well. Yeah, 5 dead villagers is going to push my impatience too high. Forgot to stop favoring the foxes with a minute to go, like I said I was going to do. it goes. We're out of fuel and we're dead. Scout Farmer Builder. Oh, I'm not at Prestige 20. I'm not taking the full hit. Okay. At Prestige 20, that would have been another 2.5 impatience points. Maybe this can still be pulled off. Didn't want them making any more purging fire until I turn in this reward and get those extra 3 people. But I don't want them... Well, I guess I can take 3 people and I'll be at 98. That's fine. I have the housing for them because everybody's dead. Oops, apparently I can't math. Oh, it's because the turning it in dropped by impatience below 8. Okay, at least it's not my math skills going on me. Just another failed observance. The turning in the reward dropped the hostility level, or the impatience level, which increased the hostility. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find enough fertile soil to make the greenhouse worth it. I would have to steal 4 picks from 4 patches from this plantation. That hardly seems worth it. Obviously, I don't want a plantation for the same reason. No fertile soil. Bathhouse treatment. I do have 2 species that want treatment, so that's reasonable. If I'm going to make coats, I like to be making it from the 3-star recipe. The 2-star recipe is just so bad. And having a water skin building would be useful. If I ever want to get pickled goods going. And this does do 2-star coats. I'm going to take the bathhouse and hope that hope that we can get some tea going. Maybe I'll buy it. The good health, I should be able to start. Oh, I was thinking of vitality. I always mix up good health and vitality. Vitality is the one that is based on how many complex foods you've eaten. So this is just nice 25% productivity at all times. That would be nice to have. I don't have any big camps, so there's no real reason to go into the Forbidden Glades. So this is just going to be 10 amber. This is never going to happen. I would have to have 18 harpies. I'm having fabric issues, but this is a very good rate. I'm going to take it anyway. And I think that was my last provisions pack. Oh, it wasn't the last one, but I needed 3 for the... If I had noticed I was running out of provisions, I would have done the resin, not the fabric. Man, I am just getting absolutely nowhere on this map. I have no fuel to make planks. Forgot I'm up to... I did take the building penalty, so I can't sell these wildfire. I need 3 per hearth. I'm going to want 2 hearths. there's enough bricks to turn that in. And we can finally get the furnace going. Wow. Small glade with no food, small glade with one food. Small glades are where you're supposed to get your food. When you're in an emergency, small glades get you food. I took rich glades just to get food out of small glades, and I got completely screwed. Oh. This is going to be a massive problem. I'm going to start starving to death. I need some big camps, please, very badly. This is not going to help at all. I'll take the fox houses since I've got some of that. Yeah, this it will not offer me any camps at all. Tinkerer for the building packs and the tools. Great. Yeah, I'm just going to have to stop for a bit. I'm getting too frustrated with the RNG, and I'm going to start making bad decisions from being tilted. This game is not lost yet. So I'm just going to put in a cut here, and come back when I'm a little bit less worked up. The game is being very mean right now, so that's the end of part 1. Come back and lose this later. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.